So here we are about to begin step one part of our installation of the stealth module. I already went ahead and mounted my box right there. Again, this is on a 2013 Cummins, so this is my truck. Seems pretty easy. I do have a step ladder. Now mind you, my truck is not the most lifted, tallest truck in the world, but it definitely is going to help you gaining access to these two plugs right here. So this is one injector harness plug, and then there's a plug all the way in the back you got to get to. Now, the first step is we're going to go ahead and disconnect our batteries. So both batteries disconnected. This is just a 10mm bolt on each of those. It's also a good chance to, if you haven't yet, put anti-seize on your terminals to prevent corrosion or anything like that. Now the switch, I'm really not going to show an install video of that because that's personal preference on where you want to put it. But for the standard truck, there is back in here next to the master cylinder or the hydro boost, there is a plug that goes into the cabin of the truck. I'm just going to drill a hole in that, run the wiring through, and then eventually just connect our wiring over here somewhere, but we'll tuck it up nice and all that good stuff. Something to add here, the passenger side battery is an 8mm for the terminals, unlike the driver's side, which is a 10mm. So I got the batteries disconnected. It's been 10 minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to get these things out. For most stuff I've seen online, just go ahead and use like a flat tip screwdriver or whatever to help you get these plugs out. Try to avoid not breaking these things, because if you do have to remove the module, take it in for service, you'll be able to plug the factory plug back in with no issues. Here's the first plug removed. Now this plug, my camera will focus here, there's this little slot right there that's big enough to put a Phillips head or a flathead screwdriver in there. And all you have to do is take it, stick it in there, and bend it towards the driver's side of the truck, and then pull up and evenly on it, and you'll go ahead and pull the plug out. Now this one, on the other hand, it's gonna be a little bit more of a pain, but it should be manageable. Got the rear plug out. Only took me a couple minutes here. Stubby screwdriver is going to be your best friend with that. All you have to do is get that little clip pushed in, work the back side up. Then I took my longer flathead screwdriver, stuck it in this side, and just kind of pulled up on it, and then it came right out. Now reading the instructions here, excuse my light, the aft harness, if this will adjust for me, the aft harness is going to be your flywheel harness, and then your forward harness is going to be your engine harness. So looking on your supplied wiring harness, you have flywheel, then you have engine. So this plug is going to get plugged into the back, and then this plug is going to get plugged into the front. Make sure you reseat these gaskets before you insert them back into the engine there. The last thing we're going to do is I'm going to hook power up. That's always, it should be the last thing you ever do, is hook your power connections up. But I'm pretty much about 10 minutes into this install, and it's very, very easy and straightforward. Excuse me about that. So there you go. I want to get this connected. Here's both harnesses plugged in. Now I just kind of tucked that aft flywheel harness back up under the cowl. And this, I'm going to go ahead and zip tie and route this all the way over to our box right over here. There we go. Got the wiring harness all run. Got it zip tied right there. Now I ran this power harness or the connection harness behind your master cylinder hydro boost bracket right there, and then went ahead and plugged it in. All I have to do now is just get this power wire, or the power wires, connected, and then the switch mounted and then plugged in, and we should be good to go. Looking at our instructions here, it doesn't look like we have anything left after that. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or questions about the install, just let me know. Like I said, it was pretty easy, straightforward. All you need, 2 screwdrivers. So you're gonna have a long screwdriver, a long Phillips head or flathead screwdriver right here. Longer, shorter, some wire cutters. You may need some needle nose pliers, but just work at these plugs. Don't try to be easy with them. You don't want to break these or crack these, because I'm sure these dang things are not cheap at all. So just basic hand tools, 8mm socket for the passenger side battery, and then your 10mm socket and ratchet for the driver side battery. And then of course whatever these are going to be here to connect the power wire up. A drill, probably whatever size drill bit it is, to stick that through that plug back there. Then of course you need to mount it. If you opted for the switch, just go ahead and mount it in the cab. But I'll post a part 2 video of it actually running, and hopefully I can get some good performance numbers out of it. I'm excited to see the fuel mileage increase. I'm just going to run it on the 30 horse setting for now. I'm about to hit my 60,000 mile transmission service, and when that happens, I'm going to go ahead and do an Amsoil fluid change and everything, including the transfer case, and then I'm going to go ahead and install a RevMax valve body, and so my stock tranny can hold a little bit more with increased line pressure, and of course better shifting habits as well. So go ahead and give Stealth Performance Products, go ahead over to the website, check their stuff out. They got everything for Duramax, Power Stroke, Eco Diesel, and then of course Cummins, and there's various years. So yeah, thank you.